What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another video today, and in this video we are doing the 55th installment of Retro Reviews. Today we're going to be reviewing my NG Models 1 to 400 scale American Airlines Boeing 777-200ER in the chrome livery. An iconic livery for sure, and one that should be on more aircraft in my collection, and this is currently one of the latest examples that I have in terms of it being added into my collection. Picked this up Christmas of 23, which would be the previous Christmas till from when I'm recording this, but by the time this is going out, it will be past Christmas of 24, so a lot of fun stuff coming into the collection over the Christmas holiday, so feel free to check out the Christmas unboxing that I did a few weeks ago. So we'll move into the box as we always do with the retro reviews. So far, this is my only NG 777. They've done the Peter Max Continental 777 as well, and I've yet to pick that up, but I know that one's very hard to find now. So to start off, we have Boeing 777-200ER printed up here. We have the lovely American gradient along with the big American logo. Image of the plane, American logo down there. Registration November 7905, Alpha November. And then the NG logo and 1 to 400 scale collectible models die-cast metal on the bottom right. Have the Boeing license disclaimer down there at the bottom. That's really all NG does with licensing, at least as of right now. They only go for Boeing and a few select airlines. So this model not licensed, but obviously I don't really care too much about licensing. I just like the look of the NG 777. Figured finally get one of these, so that's why I got the American here in the chrome. Boeing 777-200ER, image of the plane, registration, NG logo, and the item number 72046. There's a right side with just the American logo, and then the top side with the very lovely blue and red stripes, and also on this side with a little bit of the gradient coming into play. Here's the back side of the box, pretty much the same as the front, minus the choking hazard stuff included on there. So I'll bring the model into view. These chrome aircraft for American are very hard to keep clean just because of the polish, so there are already a few fingerprints on it, but we'll have to get a microfiber cloth to clean it all up for a more proper display when the time comes. But would love to do like a retro airport of some kind, wherever these American 777s flew, minus the big airports like, you know, LAX or New York, just to name a couple of them. But certainly would be nice to do a retro airport that would feature a American 777 with this particular livery. But let's go ahead and jump into the review. So starting off at the front up here, we do have the nose cone painted in that gray color. We have the cockpit windows with the little black outline, pitot tubes down there, and then a fleet code on the nose gear door, and then the nose gear itself. Move into the L1 boarding door with the American titles, painted red with a white outline to separate itself from the polish. We move into the first set of passenger windows over there, so this would be like your first class section over there. There's an L2 door along with a very tiny One World sticker, I believe that is. And then into like premium economy, business class, whatever. And then the first section of economy down over here. There's very lovely Trent engines, which is what the American 777s have. The 200ER specifically. The 300ERs are, of course, the GE90 variant. And then over the wings right there, nothing to report on. L3 door on this side, along with a Wi-Fi dome and antenna. There's also one just ahead of the wings that I forgot to mention. L4 door, and you also see one little antenna down there as well. Registration November 7905, Alpha November, and also a fleet code printed underneath. And then move into the very lovely American Airlines tail for the time. Very iconic and easily recognizable by millions. There's the little American flag up at the top of the tail as well for good measure. Move on over to the other side where there isn't much else to report on, minus the little luggage doors on that side. There's one right there, and then another one at the rear, and also a much smaller one, and a little bit of a hair or something on there just from it sitting on my shelf and all that. Another look at the American tail from that side. Always love the American chrome livery. Bottom of the aircraft, no branding to be seen. All of the printed details featured though, along with the stand hole. And then the top of the aircraft with a couple printed details and also the antennas featured. You can probably see me in there if you look closely, but not very clear enough for that airframe. So that is the NG American 777, a very lovely model and hard to find now because this was released back in June of 2023. So if you are looking for it, it will probably be a bit difficult to get your hands on one by this point. So now we'll take a look at this aircraft's brief history so far. This first flew in December of 2000 on December 9th, and then later that month it was delivered to American Airlines. She's been with American her whole life, and when I did some research, I found two notable incidents with this airframe. It had a hydraulic leak in June of 2015, and then a radome seal came loose while in flight just 2 years later. After both of those incidents, the aircraft was brought into maintenance, repaired, returned to service. And then, of course, the airframe is still active with American. And as I record this video, November 705 Alpha November is currently flying from Madrid to Dallas. And that'll do it for this episode of Retro Reviews. With that being said, thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next video.